Welcome back to Poets and Quants' Must Reads, a quick, digestible recap of the top business schools sponsored by Center Court, P&Q's virtual admission events. I'm your host, Christy Blyzeffer, and I'll be highlighting the most important P&Q stories you might have missed. So let's get to it. Number 1, our 2022-2023 MBA ranking. Move over, Stanford. There's a new rival topping this year's Poets and Quants MBA ranking of the best business schools in the US. For the third time in the past 12 years, the Wharton School's full-time MBA experience wins top honors. Wharton, which claimed the top prize in 2017 and in 2018, when the school's MBA program tied with Harvard Business School, it narrowly edged out the University of Chicago's Booth School of Business. Stanford slipped to third place, while Northwestern, Kellogg, and Harvard rounded out the top 5 MBA programs. HBS, which is ranked first 7 out of a dozen P&Q MBA rankings, more than any other school, continued to languish in 5th place, exactly where it was last year. You can see how all the top business schools ended up in our annual composite ranking, and which schools leaped upward and which schools fell way down, now on our homepage. Number 2, P&Q's MBA Admissions Director of the Year. While we routinely highlight outstanding programs, professors, and deans at the end of each year, this is the first time Poets and Quants has picked an MBA Admissions Director to highlight in our annual look back on the year that was. This week, we look at the career of Blair Mannix, MBA Admissions Director at the Wharton School. She led the first team at an M7 business school to achieve gender parity in an MBA class, a feat she repeated the very next year. I'm very humbled, very surprised, very grateful, Mannix tells Poets and Quants, but this is about the entire team. It's about everybody at Wharton from the dean's suite on down. This admission team is made of the best people, and I'm just lucky to lead it. Read more about Mannix and the Wharton admissions process now on our homepage. Number 3, our composite admissions and pay collection of 2022. For MBA applicants, answers to so many questions about which programs to pursue lie in the data. GMAT scores tell you if your candidacy is even in the conversation. Post-MBA pay and placement reveals the immediate return on your investment you can expect. Average cost in debt helps you gauge your tolerance for discomfort and risk. More than that, data enables applicants to compare business schools side by side so they can identify which programs stand out and where. So where do business schools and employers thrive? This year, we authored over 50 articles that provide reliable data to help MBA applicants choose business schools and employers that aligned with their admissions. We've collected them all in this handy dive for the data-driven MBA hopeful. You can find it at poetsandquants.com. Number 4, our weekly roundup of news you can use. No matter where you are in your MBA journey, we bring several helpful stories to you this week. First up, we finally gotten the last of the 2022 jobs reports from some of the stragglers, and they're showing some impressive employment outcomes for their MBAs. Johns Hopkins Carey Business MBAs posted a 25% increase in average base salary and nearly 30% increase in average signing bonuses. While at Columbia Business School, the average compensation is now more than $200,000. Find these and other employment reports in our news tab. Next, for all the aspiring entrepreneurs looking for the right MBA program, we offer PitchBook's 2022 list of best university programs for startup founders. You can read the full list and analysis in our news tab. Finally, if you're elbows deep in the round 2 countdown, don't miss these 5 tips for focusing your efforts in the final week, as well as our last-minute application checklist. These and other stories are in our admissions tab. And that's it for this week's Must Reads recap. I also want to alert all the school seekers out there to Center Court's upcoming MBA Festival, where you'll get front row seats to leaders of some of the top MBA programs. Our next event is February 7th through 8th, and it is a must attend for any serious MBA candidate. Register now for free. Again, I'm Christy Blyzeffer, and you can join me next week right here for a recap of what's important in the world of business education. Thanks for listening, and as always, stay informed.